It's been kind of an interesting little transition. I started off as a documentary filmmaker and spent about a year and a half interviewing Neil Diamond impersonators for a project that I did called Feel Neil, because, you know, everyone kind of needs their Neil fix.
I got asked to perform my first dog wedding in October, and it was one of those things where as we get older we're supposed to realize that certain things are supposed to not be said out loud, and unfortunately I never learned that. So I mentioned to my friend Sarah, when she was talking about her beagle falling in love with this little Papatisse, that she wanted to get them married and that she thought that they deserved as much happiness and love and a life together as anyone else. And I said, oh, well, by the way, I am a reverend, and became one to marry my friends Andy and Judy out in Seattle. Since I had introduced them, I figured I should be the one who marries them.
Kind of going through this whole kind of wonderful and frightening situation, I kind of met a lot of fun people and a lot of great little dogs, and it just seemed like this was the right thing to do.
Ended up writing the vows. Because Stephanie was Jewish, I ended up having to incorporate the Jewish rites into the wedding. We ended up, because they couldn't really break the glass, we had a little Kiddush cup made out of dog biscuits, and it was broken and fed to the dogs at the wedding, and they devoured it, much like you would expect a dog to devour a Kiddush cup.
It kind of metamorphosed into this idea for this reality show of finding families who wanted to marry their pets, because there must be some reason to why parents would want to have their two dogs married, or their two cats married, or their two llamas married.
It's one of those crazy little things that comes along and you think, why am I a part of this? How did I get mixed up in this? And as you kind of get thrown into the whole process and you start learning about the bachelor party and putting the bachelor party together for a dog and setting up the stripper and getting the pasties for the stripper dog and putting together the wedding dress and making sure that the wedding dress matches the personality of the dog, then you think, I'm matching the personality of a dog with a wedding dress.
That's why I thought it would be really great kind of having this little reality show, almost kind of like My Fair Wedding meets Underdog to Wonderdog. You meet the parents, you find out the story, you find why they want to be married, how they want to be married, and we kind of put that together for them. Is it a Jewish wedding? Is it a Klingon wedding? Is it non-denominational? Is it atheistic?
Finding reasons of why people would want to have their pets married and then doing that for them. Bringing them that love, that respect, that closure that only patrimony can get.
I'm the perfect person for it because I am. Because I am. Because it deserves to be done, and it deserves to be done in a way that isn't ridiculing to the parents. It isn't ridiculing to the dogs.